The California Cottage Food Law allows people to manufacture low-risk foods in their home kitchen with limits on gross annual sales. The complete list of foods can be found on the California Department of Public Health Food and Drug Branch website. But some popular examples are listed here. There are two types of cottage food permits. Class A is for direct-to-consumer sales only. Class B permits allow for sale through retail stores and restaurants. The Class B application fee is more costly than Class A. The Class A cottage food operation has a max annual sales of $75,000, and Class B cottage food operations can gross up to $150,000 annually. It's required that cottage food operators attend a food handler certificate course and have their kitchen inspected by the County Environmental Health Department. For both Class A and Class B, the orders can be placed via phone, internet, or other digital method. Delivery can be in person, via mail, or using a third-party delivery service. You cannot sell across state lines. The delivery has to be to someone in the state of California. Here are the foods on the California Cottage Food List. They include low-risk foods with a low water activity, low pH, or a combination of both. You can access this list on the California Department of Public Health Food and Drug Branch website. The California Department of Public Health Food and Drug Branch does not issue the cottage food operation permits, but has useful information on the cottage food law. It also has a list of local environmental health departments that do issue the cottage food permit. To obtain a cottage food permit, you need to work with your county Department of Environmental Health. Many have websites with pages dedicated to cottage foods. Each county will have a slightly different process, and the application as well as the fees associated with the application vary widely from county to county. The California Cottage Food Law is very prescriptive when it comes to the recipes used for making fruit butter, jellies, preserves, and related products. Like many other states, the California Cottage Food Law requires that any of those products adhere to Part 150 of Title 21 of the Code of Federal Regulations. This is the standard of identity for fruit butters, jellies, preserves, and related products. There is an allowable list of fruits that can be used as well as standard ratios of fruit to sugar that must be adhered to. Only jams, jellies, etc. that adhere to this regulation will be approved for production with a cottage food license. Low sugar jams and jellies are not permitted, and any base ingredient not on the list is also not permitted. Requirements for a cottage food facility are also stated in the law. The food preparation should always take place in a primary residential kitchen, meaning it should not be attached to a garage nor a barn. Hand washing is a top priority. That being said, there must be hand washing areas designated and available. In a food preparation area, it's important to have surfaces that are easy to clean and sanitize to maintain food safety standards. Carpets are generally not permitted in areas where food is being prepared due to the difficulty of cleaning and sanitizing. Hard, smooth surfaces that can be easily cleaned and sanitized are typically preferred. Pets and children should be kept out of areas where food is prepared. You'll need to submit a list of all the equipment you'll be using for production of your cottage food and how you will be cleaning and sanitizing this equipment. You'll also need to include a description of how you will control for allergens within the space. In the law, there's language that states that ingredients need to come from approved sources. Generally accepted approved sources would be grocery stores or farms registered with CDFA. Farmers markets may be allowed based on your county. Additionally, use of homegrown produce is generally not allowed. Cottage food products are required to be labeled. The following labeling requirements must be met. First, The products need to have the words made in a home kitchen or repackaged in a home kitchen. Second, the name, city, and zip code of the operation has to be included. Third, the registration or permit number and the county that issued the permit must be included. Fourth, an ingredient list in descending order. Fifth, any allergens need to be declared on the label. Remember that there are 9 allergens instead of 8. They are milk, eggs, wheat, peanuts, tree nuts, fish, crustaceans, soybeans, and sesame. The net quantity, such as count, weight, or volume of the product, needs to have both English and metric units. This is an example of what the label should look like. Here are some additional resources.